Hello everyone. Before we get started, if you enjoyed this video once it's done, please like and share. Also, if you enjoy the content that I'm putting out, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Make sure you cut on all notification bells so you can be notified whenever I release a new video. Thank you. My name is Robert, and I want to give you some advice. If you're a person that loves going camping, enjoying the nature and the outdoors, that's completely fine. But make sure you have someone to go with you. Trust me, after what I experienced, I'm thankful I was able to make it out alive. I don't know what happened. This happened to me about 8 days ago. I was walking on a trailhead, going to my favorite camping spot. I had my tent, my backpack, and I had all the supplies that I need. An hour later, and about 3.5 miles later, I found my camping spot and I set up everything I needed. That night, as I was sitting down and popping open a beer and under the campfire while reading my book, I happened to look up and everything I was feeling just stopped, and it was replaced with fear, because straight ahead into the dense woods, I saw a shadowy figure. I couldn't make out the shadowy figure at first, but it looked like it was an animal, a very tall, large animal. I guess it noticed me looking at it and it ran off into the woods. After it was long gone, I tried to get back to reading, but in the back of my mind, I knew I couldn't feel the same way again. The vibes that I had earlier were gone, and I couldn't get back to that place. I then decided to close up my book and go off to bed. I got inside my tent and I got myself comfortable and I started to doze off to sleep. But before I dozed off to sleep, I don't know, I had this feeling that I need to pull out my gun and keep that nearby. And afterwards I dozed off to sleep. I was asleep for about 2.5 hours, and then I jolted awake as I heard someone walking around in my campsite area. There were about 3, 4, 5 guys I counted. They were walking around and they were circling around my tent. I heard whisperings and I was freaking out. I grabbed my gun and I had made sure I had it together, and I started pointing my gun all around the tent as I kept on hearing whisperings and footsteps. And then I heard a new sound. It sounded like someone was clicking a gun. And then, out of horror, I had multiple gunshots shot through my tent. I kneeled down quickly and I covered myself up in my sleeping bag as they were going off repeatedly, shooting at my tent. I can feel the bullets flying around over me. And as this was happening, I can hear what sounded like men laughing, thinking that the whole thing was funny. Then afterwards, one of them yelled, laughing, thinking that the whole thing was funny. And I can hear one of them say, "I know he's dead." And then the men laughed as they walked off into the woods. I didn't know where these men came from. I waited for a while because I did not feel safe coming out. Once morning came, I grabbed everything I had and packed it up, and I got the fuck out of that campsite. And I got in my car. I remember before leaving out of the campsite, I reported everything to the ranger, and then I also made a report to the police, but nothing was done about it. After that situation, I would still go camping, but now I make sure I go with a couple of people. I don't go camping by myself anymore. It's not safe to do so.